Testing, testing, we live. Good, good, good. Alright, just gotta set up some things for last minute real quick. Whew. Alright, just gotta get a couple announcements out, then I'm gonna go into character and everything. Then y'all should be able to hear everything. Everything should be good. Alright. So that ruckus this time. This one needs to sleep. How long has this one even been in here? When keeping track of the days, if there's no way to even look at what time it is. What is that racket they are causing outside this time?
Whoa there. Are you alright? The name's Lyris.
Hello? I'm Ryaza.
I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it.
I hope so.
Dead. Must have been the runt of the litter.
That is what all that noise was? You killing Daedra?
Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises.
Allow this one to join in then.
Keep moving. There are more Daedra on the way.
This one has questions, if you could stop to answer them.
Don't stop now. Keep moving. More guards are on the way.
He also has questions. Do you have answers? Or are we just going to kill more Daedra?
Let's get out of here, my friend.
This one is not your friend.
Greetings, Vestige. Like you, I'm a prisoner in this place. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk.
Finally.
The Prophet. He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me.
Help you do what?
break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
Where do we go from here? Where even is here?
These tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels.
What are these sentinels? And again, where even is here?
Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet.
How can we destroy it?
I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for anything. I doubt Molag Bal left the Sentinels unguarded.
Riaza has so many questions.
I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can.
What is this place? Where is Riaza?
You're obviously not in Tamriel anymore. Think of the most miserable, depressing place you've ever been in your life. That's paradise compared to Cold Harbor. And to top it off, well, there's no easy way to say it. You're dead.
Then how are we having this conversation? You are clearly not one of my kind. Well, you are no Khajiit, and you're not from the Isle.
I don't know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself.
If Riaza is dead, who killed her?
A man named Menemarco. His worm cult is doing some kind of ritual back in Tamriel. They sacrificed you and everyone in this prison to the Daedric Prince Molag Bal. After you died, whatever was left showed up here. They call you the Soul Shriven.
What does that mean?
It means you're a slave and you'll spend the rest of eternity here in Cold Harbor, working under the lash of the Daedra. Unless, of course, you come with me.
Are you dead too? You don't smell it. You don't look it.
No, I wasn't sacrificed. The Prophet and I were brought here conventionally, if that makes any sense. But we're prisoners here, same as you.
Who is this Prophet?
He's a strange one, no doubt about it. But he's the... You're obviously... I don't know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself.
How can we rescue the Prophet?
It won't be easy. The place is watched by magical constructs called Sentinels. We won't stand a chance unless we can blind them. I'll tell you more when we get there. And we'll never get there if we don't get moving.
Then let's move.
We should keep moving. Well played, friend. Arcase Beard, you are good in a fight.
Thank you. This one was taught well.
A god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry.
You are not the normal voice that is in my head. Stay out of there.
The god of schemes can see every part of Cold Harbor. We need to distract him.
How many people? Just keep moving. Focus less on the dead that are not quite dead.
What was your name again? Target practice?
Focus less on the dead that are not quite dead and focus more on moving.
Try to be inconspicuous. We just got free of this place. The last thing we need is to get recaptured. I'll keep watch.
So What is this sentinel going to be? A literal eye. This one would like to inform you that fire is not very inconspicuous.
While he's blinded, we must get to the Prophet's cell. Come get some more, you skeeving hawkers.
Doing that is not inconspicuous either.
Fool! You will never escape my realm.
Hermamora's wagging tongue. The door's warded. We'll never get in this way. Damn it. Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us.
Who's Cadwell?
Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see.
How can a madman possibly help us?
Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it like the back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
One fine day in the middle of the night, two dead kings got up to fight. Back to back,
Oh,
they
this one knows
faced
this
each
song.
other, drew their bows, and stabbed themselves.
It sounds better in Khajiit. But this one knows this song. So many dead that are not quite dead. It's not right. Hello?
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
You must be Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are you then?
We're trying to get inside the Prophet's cell. The door is sealed. Could you help?
Oh dear, well that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between.
How do we get through all that?
Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull bashing as well.
Where's the entrance?
Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best.
Thank you, strange pot-wearing man.
Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
How do you know Lyris?
Ah, Lyris, girl's as mad as sheer Gorus jammies. Heart's in the right place, I suppose. Says she's got to rescue the Prophet to save us all from eternal torment. How an old blind man could do that is quite beyond me.
What do you know about the Prophet?
An imperial gentleman. Apparently he was once a powerful mage, but the years haven't been kind. Lyris says he knows of a path back to Tamriel. I rather think that if one existed, I'd have found it by now.
You don't think there's a way to get home?
I hadn't actually given it much thought. Anything's possible, I suppose. Truth is, I've been here so long, this place feels like home. But a good uprising now and again is a pleasant diversion, so where's the harm, eh?
Tell me about yourself, said Cadwell.
Well, there's not much to tell, is there? It's the same old pish-tosh, gallant knight, epic quests, rescued maidens. I came to this land when my head was quite unceremoniously separated from my body. Bad luck that, but you make the best of things.
How long have you been here?
Oh, quite a long time. In fact, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I was the oldest of the soul shriven. Of those who didn't go feral, that is. I know every tunnel and path, every nook and cranny. The others look up to me, I suppose.
We must go now. Thank you, Sir Cadwell.
Cadwell seems to think this Undercroft is a delightful place. That probably means it's a death trap. You better be careful.
This entire realm is a death trap.
The sooner you get that door open, the sooner we can get out of here.
I will. Don't tell this one's mother that she knows how to do this. Those are proper Walking Dead, but they're forced to walk. It's better to ask the dead to walk than to make them. They don't come out. The dead don't come out right if you make them walk.
Who taught that one to fight? The god of self-punishment?
Of course it didn't fight well. Whatever made it walk, did it without asking.
Might have been a fair fight, if there were 3 of you.
Don't taunt the dead.
Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time.
That's no cage. That is a trophy.
All right. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed. Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel.
What?
I'm not going with you.
This one came with you for an escape, not to babysit an old man.
There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet.
There's no other way?
Believe me, I wish there was, but I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved.
This one is ready when you are.
Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Alright. Do it. Get it over with. They draw weaker than what this one was taught.
Freedom! I remember this feeling. It will be fleeting, though, if Moloch Bal has his way. Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. Lyra sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain.
Can we find a way to take her with us? It does not feel right to leave her.
I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige.
Vestige? Is that Imperial for Khajiit?
That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined.
Why does Lyris call you the Prophet?
That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor.
Anchor?
The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it.
Right, stay close then.
Up the stairs, quickly! We must get to the anchor mooring.
Did someone say the Daedric Prince's
The
name?
mortal thinks it can defy me. Futile. Soon your world will be in my
He
chains.
appeared. Someone had to say his name.
Come, I will protect you.
So many dead forced to walk. Make it stop. So many forced walkers. Careful! I am trying to release you, not stomp me for trying to help you. This one is trying to.
A moment. Yes.
Vyasa. It is
The Dark
Vyasa.
Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first, you must reattune yourself to Nan in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a sky shard.
A sky shard?
A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nan. Some link them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect and absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb.
Vyasa is ready.
Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly, collect the sky shard.
This one is not sure how to feel about this. It is strange.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Moloch Bal be denied.
Do not say his name. He will come again.
Hurry! We must go now!
Where is this one now?
The vestige awakens once again. Come here. We must speak.
You are not dead, yet you look like spirit.
As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city near the sea, in a land of eternal spring. The air smells of the ocean, and of markets and gardens. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path.
How long was this one unconscious?
Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land.
What should Ryasa do now?
I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Murloc Ball.
Do not speak the Daedric Prince's name. It gets their attention. When will this one see you again?
I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to accomplish. Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is imperiled. The threat of Murloc Ball looms across all Tamriel, and chaos spreads in its shadow.
Stop saying the prince's
Danger
name.
roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard.
Where should Ryasa go?
You must find your own path. But perhaps there is a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore, search for a cause to lend your hand. Join with others. You might even seek out those who rescued you from the sea. The choice is yours.
You think there are many who need this one's help?
Indeed, I sense that even now, there are good people near you who face grave danger. They need your assistance, should you be willing to give it. To thwart the will of Murloc Bal, we must skirmish with evil wherever it rears its head.
First off, if you keep saying the Daedric Prince's name, it will get his attention and he will come for us. Secondly, you think there are others who would join Ryasa in this?
We do not face these troubled times alone. Many shall rise up to fight this tide of darkness. Wherever you go, you will encounter others who share your courage and valor. Help them if you can, and enlist their aid if you have need of it.
Until we meet again then, Prophet. This one just needs a moment to collect herself. So much to worry about. How can so many be so comfortable with the idea of speaking a Daedric Prince's name? Speak a Daedric Prince's name, it gets their attention. You don't want a Daedric Prince's attention.
You there, wet one. This one needs to speak to you.
Do you speak to this one?
Welcome to Canarthi's Roost, friend. The hurricane must have been very disorienting. So many injured, confused. Keep your voice down. Try not to draw attention.
What are you talking about?
Razumdar is here on a mission of some delicacy. You are just what the Bandari ordered. Between your hands and Raz's good looks, we are certain to see this through.
What kind of help do you need?
First, a question. Where did you come from?
You wouldn't believe this one if she told you.
If you landed 5 paces north, you'd have squashed a rat, slipped on its guts, and cracked your head on a signal drum. The whole island would have known of your arrival. So where did you come from, truly?
Cold Harbor, the Daedric Prince's realm. He plans to invade Tamriel.
A Daedric prince, you say? Raz has a nose for lies, but you seem clean as an ocean breeze. If anyone else asks you, where will you say you came from?
This one is a soldier who survived the shipwreck?
Yes, lie with confidence. A straight face and a gleam in your eye. Well done. It is very good right now to fit in. Your sudden arrival, it does not fit in, you understand?
Who are you?
Just a friendly Khajiit, privileged to see someone drop from nowhere and land in sea. Shame you cannot do that at will. You could make piles of coins, sell tickets.
That would be very entertaining, wouldn't it? Why are you helping me?
Because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with the locals, assure them we are not invaders or marauders. Now come, let us try to fit in.
Very well. Straight from Khajiit.
Commander Karen, the moment? This recruit survived the shipwreck without injuries. You mentioned something about the shattered shoals, yes?
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals. Most of our fleet foundered to the west, but we've had few survivors trickle in from that direction.
You have a few... Hold on, seems we have a few voices here. Hello. Lovely to see you all. What do you need exactly?
We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must each do our part.
This one will do what she can.
Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard claims to know something about everything, so he may have insight on how these sea vipers operate.
I'll speak with him.
Eelsil is this way. Eelsil, this recruit wishes to speak with you.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need something?
Commander Karnit said you returned from a nearby temple?
Yes. The Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from one of the chambers. As you can see, its supply of water appears endless.
You stole something from a temple? This one apologizes. Did you encounter any sea vipers?
What do you mean, pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple? Preposterous! All we saw were the undead warriors that overran our camp.
You were attacked by the undead. This one is not surprised.
I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is with these things.
So what can you tell this one about sea vipers?
Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Kanathi's roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more important matters to attend. If you'd excuse me?
We
Great
should
robber.
speak privately. Before you depart, let's meet by the statues north of camp.
Okay, breaking character now. I am sorry I wasn't able to talk to the chat. Again, we were getting a whole lot of story beats. Woo! Hello, Mello. I'm sorry I did not respond earlier. Again, was in character. And hello. Hello, Gamer Putty Cat. Good to see you again, and I see you'll be back in a minute. Woo! Hope those of you who've been watching have been enjoying so far. Oh. I'll be mainly talking in character during story stuff, but anytime we're getting like traveling and taking, you know, and getting sort of a break in the story, yeah, that you'll get regular old dragon. Any other time, you'll get Daro Ryaza right here. Alright, back to story stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what kind of voice I want to use for Ryaza here.
There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away. But as this one said, there are opportunities here for people that fall from the sky.
This one is listening.
Ilsil is most impressed with his newest bubble. But the undead are a threat to all of Canarthi's roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Then the locals should see we came here as allies, not conquerors.
The dead are only a threat if they've been forced to walk. It's alright. Anything else?
Karaneth told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Canarthi's roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Prove yourself to the soldiers.
Where are you headed?
Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then, bright moons guide your steps.
Thank you. Thank you, Raz. Okay, back out of character again. Oh boy. Still trying to figure out what kind of voice I want to do for Ryaza here. Okay, in case y'all haven't noticed though, in case y'all haven't noticed yet though, I am now using Streamlabs. I finally got that working. That was part of the technical difficulties earlier that led to me kind of being late here. Whew. Anyways, as y'all can tell, this is the Elder Scrolls Online. This is a MMORPG that takes place in the Elder Scrolls universe that I am very much in love with.
Hope no more get into the camp.
Alright, now I'm gonna do some exploration, get some, collect some stuff, maybe sell a couple things, get the Sky Shard and locations that are around here. Again, I'll mainly be in character for when there's story stuff going on, or whenever we're talking to another character here. I might actually also write some stuff with Ryaza over on my blog on Tumblr.
And Jode, send this one your light that she might see.
Whew. Probably gonna be going till about 8:30 p.m. for me. Just to kind of make up for the fact that, well, we started late. But now, let's ignore whatever in the fuck is going on in the in-game chat. Mother of fuck. I swear, anytime I look at chat and I see weird shit going down, I feel like I walked into a room in a place I shouldn't have.
Closer. Joining the Dominion isn't about
what
is
quest.
Taken from you.
Back in the character until we're done talking to her.
From each other.
Heed my words. You endanger more than your life should you approach.
What are you?
A foolish spirit. My ambition brought me low, but I won't allow it to happen to another. The book before you bears a terrible curse, as do 2 others. You can hear it call to you, yes?
No, this one only hears you.
But how? Are you strong enough to resist their call? Could you bring them to the shrine and finish what I did not? Heed my words. The forbidden knowledge within those books isn't for this world. They must be destroyed.
Tell me what this one would need to do.
The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their destruction.
Where is this shrine?
On the shores of Canarthi's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral. It is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay. No matter how strong you believe you are, I fear the tomes are stronger.
Masterwork of the Inducer. I am not doing a dramatic reading of that. Let's watch this go down.
At last, this book had best be worth the price. What? What is that? Wait,
I've seen enough hentai to know where that's going!
to make something beautiful.
Side quests. A staple in every video game. I'm not gonna kill the livestock, I'm gonna talk to the merchant.
Something strike your
Mother of
fancy?
fuck game, you think I didn't learn anything from Skyrim? In Skyrim, if you so much as looked cross-eyed at a chicken, you'd have the whole damn town on your ass. I'm just getting rid of some junk. That is us seeing what happens when you fuck with a cursed book. Anyways, hello, okay, Gamer Putty Cat. Welcome back. This is the Elder Scrolls Online. It is chaos. I'll be talking out of character whenever we don't have story stuff or conversations going on. In the meantime, let's pick up another actually rather easy to do side quest.
Hush, Father. I won't leave your side. Father burns in the fire. My brother missing. Srendar, show mercy!
What happened to you?
Our moon sugar storehouses caught fire. Father thought to save our livelihood. He ran inside, and the burns weren't bad, but the sweet smoke ruined his lungs. Without powerful medicine, he won't last the day.
Is there anything this one can do?
Father tried to save our alchemical tools. If they survive the fire, I could trade them for medicine. Please, it's all I can do to keep my father alive. This one begs you to salvage the tools from our storehouses.
Ryasa will find any tools that survived the fire.
Please return quickly with the tools. If I can't trade them for...
Ah, shit, clicked out of that too soon. Oh well. A journal. Talking about how debt collectors have stopped showing up to the plantation. Not suspicious at all. I am not a human ghost. Nope. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, Gamer Putty Cat. I've been trying to work on the voice acting and trying to get Ryasa's voice, trying to figure out what I want to do for Ryasa's voice, and we are not gonna talk to that officer. Not normally talking to an authority figure about Khajiit problems usually results in said Khajiit's dying. Been working on my voice acting a bit, though. Again, still haven't quite figured out what voice I want to do for Ryasa. Or Daro Ryasa, as her full title is. But, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, or burn it. Nothing salvageable here. Oh man, everyone's getting to the Khajiit. A note reading Last Warning Cat. A warning note from debt collectors. Ordering alchemical tools that are no good. Ah, skeever. Burn it. Burn the skeever! Burn the rat! Oh. A note about giving a skeever a bunch of fucked up shit. Yep. We all are thinking it. We all know what's happening here. Drugs.
If you plan to loot my family's plantation, I will give you such a thrashing.
Esbira asked this one to look for for alchemical tools.
Too late, sugar thief. The fire destroyed every last calcinator. Wait, I expected my sister to check on the tools herself. Why did she send a stranger?
She's with your father. She was gravely injured in the fire.
You lie! My father left yesterday to trade in Mistral, didn't he? Oh no. I set the fires to destroy those damn tools, not to hurt anyone. Not to hurt my father.
Why would you burn your family's plantation?
We lost our last harvest to the Thunderbugs, despite the debt. Asbira bought alchemical tools to improve our crop, she said. But last week, I caught her brewing skooma. That vile drug destroys lives. When she refused to stop, I knew what must be done.
I burn everything to destroy the tools.
I don't want my family imprisoned. The fire was to destroy any trace of skooma. Recently, I saw my sister bury something on the beach. I was headed there next, but I should be with my father. Would you search for the skooma she hid on the beach?
If this one brings back skooma, what will you do with it?
I'll destroy it. With the money we spent to rebuild, it will be like the skooma never happened. I'd rather debt collectors pound at our door than skooma dealers. Damn my eyes. Father should have been in Mistral.
Riasa will go look for the buried skooma.
My sister placed colorful seashells near whatever she buried. I bet there is a sack full of skooma vials next to them. I'll be with my father. If you find anything, bring it back to me.
This one will bring any skooma she finds to you.
I should really go check on my father.
Ah, skooma. The Elder Scrolls equivalent of incredibly hard drugs. Made from distilling something that is actually used in a lot in Khajiit cooking. And the sugar thief thing I think is actually a pretty common Khajiit insult. Pretty sure that's their equivalent of fuck you. Or you bastard. Ooh, hold on. Let's focus on the chest instead of the dead body. How in the hell did I just get 1,500 gold out of... Oh, daily endeavor, that's how. I forgot about the endeavors. I was about to ask how in the world is a simple... How the fuck is... I don't know what they do. Moon sugar though is pretty much a staple crop for Khajiit. They use it a lot in food and in religious stuff. I don't know if there's actually catnip though. I think skooma is like the extreme version of catnip, but it affects everybody.
Walk away. The cross-street bandits won't stand for competition.
Yeah, well, I need to complete a quest, so get the fuck out of my way. And I need to chop this log for reasons. Ah, here we have another person coming around killing mud crabs. That's not how you get crab legs, pal. That's not how you get crab legs. These guys don't have good meat for crab legs. Oh, also need this. Enchantment. Ah, more enchantment stuff. Enchantment, however the fuck you say it. I just keep thinking of that dwarf from the Dragon Age series who just constantly goes, enchantment? Anytime I read enchanting or enchantment, I just keep thinking of that. Oh, I get to go into. Oh, thank you, Gamer Puttycat, for giving me a chance to go into the fucked up biology of Khajiit here. Khajiit is a goddamn huge umbrella term because a Khajiit could refer from something as simple as a sentient house cat, from a goddamn mammoth-sized tiger, to humanoid cat people like I am playing right now. And you want to know how all this is decided? Because it's not decided by genetics. It's decided by the phases of the moon. So if you go into a Khajiit settlement and you see a house cat, don't run up and pet it, because that might just be a whole-ass dude. And I got notifications for something. Oh, I got a skill point, that's why. Really, whenever a Khajiit is born, no one is surprised by how the fuck they look? I mean, you could, again, be like a huge-ass, furry cat person, like what I am playing here. Your brother could be a house cat. Your sister could be, again, a mammoth-sized tiger. Your father's slightly smaller humanoid cat person. Your mother, I don't know, looks kind of like an elf with cat ears. That could be it. There is such a damn range with a Khajiit. You don't know what you get. We don't morph. Again, this is the form I am born with. I don't morph to different sizes. Hold on. Just give me a second here. Let me see if I can find the chart here. Hold on. Because there should be like a whole ass... Aha! Yes. There it is. Found it. Holy shit. They don't morph. But holy fuck, is there a lot of bullshit. I've got to show this. I gotta show it. I gotta show this picture. Because there is a whole ass example chart. Right here. You see this? This is what... These are all technically Khajiit. From, again, the house cat to the gigantic ass tiger. These are all Khajiit. And all this is decided by the face of the fucking moon in the game. It is all such weird bullshit, but I accept it because I just love the damn insanity of it. Okay, back to the game. But thank you for giving me a reason to show that off. Holy hell. I'm just happen to be ones that are more common because the phases of the moon that, like, this type of Khajiit, I keep forgetting what the official name is. But these type of Khajiit are more common because they're for the, because they tend to show up. That ain't no fucking bear, man. That was no fucking bear.
You there. Come here.
Oh shit, it's the cops.
I saw you scurrying around this plantation. I know you're running skooma. Tell me who you work for or you'll end up in a cell.
This one works for herself. She is not running skooma.
That farmer shook himself to death. You think I don't recognize a skooma overdose when I see one? That I don't know why skeevers are frothing at the mouth? I should arrest the lot of you.
This one doesn't know what you're talking about.
Last chance. If someone doesn't tell me where the skooma is, you'll all face the consequences.
These Khajiit just lost their father. Why are you harassing them?
Yes, well, it's my job to ask questions. Perhaps moon sugar fumes can cause the skooma shakes. Maybe I see skooma where it isn't, sometimes. I'll leave them to their grief. Soldier, look after these people. Once they're settled, report back to Mistrov.
No, you do not decide what kind to get. Because you kind of get, in the character creation, you just get this version of the Khajiit. You don't get to decide to be a house cat. If there was an option for that, do you think anybody would ever pick any other race in this game? Again, I cannot remember what the official name is for the type of Khajiit we are playing as right now, because, again, this is just the more common one.
Thank you. I
think it's a Suthe?
Eleanor himself would commend your actions. Give me this skooma so I can destroy it. I want to finish what I started.
Yes, skooma.
Thank you. I'll destroy this immediately. My sister is all I have left. We'll learn to forgive each other. We have to, if we are going to rebuild.
Ah, money and loot.
This
Perfect.
Poison causes nothing but pain.
You probably should have been wearing shoes before you did that.
I am here, sister.
But again, in the in-game lore, what kind of Khajiit you are is literally decided by the phases of the moon. Again, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe, and again, I could also be butchering the pronunciation. Yeah, everybody would be tiger or house cat. Everybody would be. If they could choose. But just to prevent that, the game creators kind of limited us to this one. Like, I believe, hold on, I believe you can actually find one of the, you can't talk to them, but I believe you can actually, in sort of the starting area around here, I think you actually can find one of the house cat ones. Because according to the in-game lore, all the named house cats in Khajiit settlements in the game are the house cat Khajiit. Or the house cat-sized Khajiit. Which is, again, if you go to a Khajiit settlement and you see a house cat, don't just run up and pet it. Because, again, that could be a whole-ass dude and you would not know it. But again, I believe there is one hanging around here somewhere. Ah, right up there, right up there. You can't get to him, but there's one right there. Sometimes there'll be an NPC who comes around and starts chatting with it. It won't say anything back, but it does talk back. Well, it doesn't say anything back, but they are chatting with it, and it is heavily implied that is family to them. Okay, meet ye up there. And I think in the Elsewhere expansion, you can find a whole bunch of them. As long as the other examples.
Don't believe her lies.
Ah, another voice in my head. That's wonderful. Alright, let's progress with the game. Nope. Not all dudes. I just use the phrase whole ass dude because it's just hilarious to say. Yeah. You can find examples of like the other Khajiits, the other kinds of Khajiit in the NPCs, but not in the player characters. I'm sorry, player characters, we're all
knowledge.
I'm sorry.
Is power.
Excuse me, random voice, I was talking. But no, any other player is stuck as this version. Someone running at me with an arrow above their head. That is a plot quest! Back into character for a minute.
Please, I need your help. My master's life is in danger.
What happened?
I'm part of an expedition from Eagle's Strand. While we explored the Temple of the Morning Springs, the dead began to rise. The others fled, but my master never emerged. Aurelian taught me to know when I should ask for help. Well, I'm asking.
What do you need this one to do?
2 magical wards seal the temple.
marked by emblems of a scorpion and a spider. If you can keep the undead away while I disrupt the wards, we can search for Aurelian together. How about it?
Alright, this one will help you disrupt the wards.
I have no doubt Aurelian can protect himself. But if he's trapped inside, we need to get him out.
Why were you in the temple? Were you grave robbing?
My master and I had little to do after the shipwreck. When the locals mentioned a temple where the fountains never run dry, we leapt at the chance to investigate. Ilsil insisted on leading, of course.
Ilsil is studying a morning stone at Eagle Strand. This one called him a grave robber as well.
Ah, so you've met him. My master calls him Eel Kill. Something about an experiment gone wrong many years ago. The morning stone you saw came from this temple. Ilsil was barely able to remove it before the undead fell upon us.
Did you learn anything about the morning stone?
Aurelian thought it could be used to control the weather, perhaps prevent another hurricane. Ilsil disagreed, of course. He insisted on studying it further at Eagle's Strand.
Alright, before we continue, I'm gonna close my door because the cat decided to bust it open. Alright. Now, thinking more on, like, on the whole things, if you think about it, all the elven, except for, like, the Bosmer, the Wood Elves, kind of any other race other than, like, the Beast Folk, like the Khajiit, the Argonians, they're all kind of boring. The Bosmer are just fucking entertaining to play as, because hot damn, you are a tiny little springy thing that's running around. And the Argonians are just fucking badass, man. Daedra the Daedra stopped trying to invade their homeland because they just kept getting reverse invaded by the Argonians.
You have such intricate stitching.
You know?
Turn back. You aren't welcome here.
What are you? Who is forcing you to walk? They clearly did not ask before they made you.
I'm whatever I wish to be. I change bodies like high elves change clothes. Though the corpses in this temple limit my wardrobe. What does it matter to you? Why do you trespass?
We're looking for a man named Aurelian.
Ah, the name for my newest outfit. His flesh sags a bit, though the power in his bones reminds me of my youth. And the robes. I'd forgotten the feel of silk upon newly won flesh.
What did you do to Aurelian?
Set foot in this temple and see for yourself. Such commendable posture. I could definitely wear you in the autumn. As for Aurelian, he's fit for display under full moons all new.
Release Aurelian immediately.
I'm tired of this. Leave or die. It matters not.
That can't be good. We need to get those wards down fast.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Ah, more dead people and a snake. Let's focus on the dead people. Speaking of, like, the Argonians and the invasion, literally, in, like, the whole Oblivion crisis with the Elder Scrolls lore and everything, when Daedra were sort of invading this realm of existence.
One moment, I'll bind your wounds.
They literally pulled Uno reverse card, went, "No, you," and started charging through the portals into Oblivion and started invading them, started a reverse invasion. I didn't know you could do that! I didn't know reverse invasions were possible. But here we are, the Argonians telling me otherwise. Oh, we got a Revenant. No, most of the time these guys are already dead by the time I get up here with any other character.
Spider weaves the web around its prey.
I'll disrupt the ward.
Oh man, that person's got one of the imp dragons. I've been trying to get one on the. I've been trying to get one. I've been trying to get one of those as a pet. I'd love to have them. Speaking of pets, I still need to figure out which one would be good to go with Dara Riaza here. I tried to pick pets I feel would, you know, fit the character. Same with the mounts. I just don't have many to choose from. What? I have the bone armor. Why haven't I been using it? The ultimate fuck you to skeletons. Fight one while wearing one. Okay, now's not the time to claim those rewards, huh? Ah, shit, more? Homeboy stood on fire for too long and died. Now, can I claim my level up rewards or not? First 2 into there and then 1 into there. Ooh. Ah, yes. Forget our kamikaze skeleton. Yes. Of course, let's go with the Magicka, because this is a Magicka build that we're going with. You know, the whole idea that I had with Dara Riaza is, what if we had a necromancer that not only grew up with necromancy as just another form of magic, but also was polite enough to ask the dead before she raised them if they wanted to come up and help her with whatever it was she needed. That was literally my thought process behind this character.
Scorpion's poison courses through its prey.
Seriously, what? Oh, right, the daily rewards. Oops. Poison that I'm never going to use, because poison is bullshit in this. If you use poison on a weapon in this game, it gets rid of the enchantment that's on the weapon. I could probably pawn that off or put it away somewhere. Ah, this puzzle that's so damn simple, but everybody else seems to get stumped on it. It's literally just the phases of the moon. New moon? It's waning, we need waxing. Full moon. And then waning.
Barrier is down. But before we proceed, I need to speak with you.
Ah, more in character time, alright.
When we entered the temple, that skeleton made it sound as though Aurelian was in grave danger. I won't let vague threats keep us from my master. But Aurelian is too important to lose. Perhaps we should think before we act.
Why is Aurelian so important?
The Dominion relies on Aurelian for his sound judgment. He's taught countless students the ways of Magicka, including some of the Queen's own advisors. His role in the invasion is paramount for our future success. If anything were to happen to him...
This one will do what she can to protect Aurelian.
Thank you. We should keep moving.
Okay, yeah, we'll probably only have enough time to finish up this quest before I gotta stop for the night.
We found the Morning Stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian! What's he doing up there?
Sun tanning, I don't know.
Ears that large and you still don't listen.
Don't insult
Perhaps
this
you
one's
need
ears.
A few alterations. There was a time when the sound of Uldor's voice commanded the terror of thousands.
This one has a question. Who is Uldor?
Why, I'm Uldor. I see your dominion teaches you nothing of my people. I shouldn't bemoan your ignorance. You fools ended centuries of captivity when you removed the Morning Stone.
Those damned grave robbers. What is the Morning Stone exactly?
Never mind that accursed blue rock. I'm about to restore my wardrobe to its full glory. Behold this Rorelian fellow. Such vibrancy. I could use more like him, but one must be willing to run through a bolt of silk for the finest coat.
Free Rorelian right now.
I believe I'll keep him. At least until my summoning ritual wears him through. You see, undead are also beige. But I'm willing to adorn myself with hundreds of tawdry outfits in order to collect the more colorful garb at Eagle's Strand.
This one can't let you do that.
Then drown in a sea of bones.
Leave Aurelian for now. We have to disrupt the summoning ritual. I'll destroy the bone piles if you keep the undead at... It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away from me!
Got it, let the undead get you, alright. That... Okay, that's an interesting one. I have not seen that one before. It's nice seeing what other players have gotten. Alright, this one's next. Come on. Hurry up, do the thing! Gafflin. Gafflin, I'm standing on top of it. Do the thing. Gafflin. There we go.
One last circle. We can do this. We must do this. Help my master. I'm right behind you.
Alright, time to kick an old man's ass.
Stay back!
Never mind! We can't kick an old man's ass yet.
Get out of my body now! Silence! None command Uldor.
You know, the main reason I'm not trying to... You know, one of the main reasons I'm not trying to stay in character constantly during this is because, one, because trying to do a Khajiit sounding voice constantly would probably be murder on the throat. But also because I don't think I would be able to keep a straight... I don't think I would be able to keep myself in character for too long with half the ridiculous shit you happen to see nowadays in Elder Scrolls Online. You know how many times I've seen a naked dude go running up to a bear punching him? Do you think I would have been able to stay in character and serious if I saw that shit? No. Tried it once before. Almost couldn't.
Uldor, I command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison.
Ah! That won't hold me for long.
And just casually walks up there.
You're Gathwin's ally, yes? Please disable these traps so she can make it to us safely. Despite all my knowledge, Uldor's influence over me was absolute. I'd be little more than a puppet without your timely intervention.
Are you hurt?
Oh, only my pride. But we have a more pressing matter. As Uldor sensed my thoughts, I could sense his. He plans to overwhelm and enslave Kenarthi's roost with an undead horde by the next dawn!
How is that possible? How can he force that many to walk?
Uldor was a powerful Malmer wizard who learned to separate his spirit from his body. Even in death, he can wear hundreds of mindless forms at a time. Thankfully, I know his weakness.
What weakness?
The Morning Stone's endless water supply tied Uldor's spirit to his body. When Eilsil removed the Morning Stone from the temple, he set Uldor free. Once again, Eilsil's sloppy methods nearly caused the death of me.
How do we restore Uldor's prison?
These gems focus the Morningstone's power. Uldor had me remove them from his tomb. I propose Gathwin recovers the Morningstone from Eagle's Strand. Meanwhile, we restore Uldor's prison. Simple enough.
What does the Morningstone do?
The centerpiece of this old Khajiit temple. After Uldor's reign of terror, the Sea Elves gave it to the Khajiit so it would become the key to his prison.
Is Ryasa in danger of being warned? Oh god.
No, which is why we must be the ones to enter the tomb. After he saw you through my eyes, he seemed convinced that to wear you would destroy him. For some reason, he feared you.
If he can't affect this one, Ryasa should enter the tomb alone.
No, we must enter the tomb together. Though he can't wear you, he could quite easily obliterate you with his magic. Only by splitting his attention can we hope to defeat him.
This one is ready to face Uldor.
Master, I know what you're planning. I won't let you throw your life away.
You wish you saw the guy punch the bear? I wish I was recording that shit. I wish I was recording or streaming that shit at the time, because you can't make that shit up. Watching a full-grown naked orc just run up to a bear and just start punching it. I don't know why. I don't know what he expected to accomplish. The bear killed him, but he still went and did it. Alright, back to character stuff.
Aurelian's plan is to let Uldor possess him. They'll both be sealed in the tomb forever. But it doesn't need to be this way. Seal me inside.
Why should you take your master's place?
Aurelian is too important for the Dominion to lose. Besides, we both saw how the summoning ritual weakened my master.
This one doesn't know about this.
Please, help me convince Aurelian. I will gladly seal myself in the tomb to spare my master. Uldor is a threat to all on this island.
Ryasa needs to hear Aurelian's thoughts before making a decision.
We should hurry. Uldor won't be trapped for long.
Gathwin wants to take your place in the tomb.
That's madness. I've experienced so many summers. My greatest accomplishment was watching Gathwin blossom into someone who far surpassed my own deeds. No, she must recover the Morningstone. You and I should confront Uldor.
This one was always taught that the new generation should not be sacrificed for the sake of the old. This one will seal you in the tomb with Uldor.
Then we should waste no more time.
Ryasa is ready.
You can't do this, Master.
The Dominion will thrive without me. It's far stronger than it knows.
Then I should recover the Morningstone. Farewell, Aurelian. I
know, Gathwin. I know.
Let's fucking go! Don't you just love it when sometimes the game forces you into first person?
You! I won't wear a poisoned outfit.
Rude!
I've reconsidered what our combined power can do, Uldor. I willingly give myself over.
I knew such power would tempt you. Very well.
Hurry! Place the tears of the two moons in the pedestals.
Wretched fool! I'll turn your friend to ash. You'll not leave this tomb.
Not his friend. Just met the dude. I've always found it weird whenever they refer to you as friends when you've literally just met the guy. We are mild. He and Ryasa are mild acquaintances at best.
Away from those pedestals. You worthless rag! This tomb can't hold me forever.
bitch.
Go quickly. I feel Uldor's weakness fade. Hurry, tell Gathwen of the plan's success. But don't mourn for me, friend. I earned a useful fate. Few can say the same.
What will happen to you?
Uldor will sustain me. Better a living form than a dusty old skeleton, I suppose. I'd hoped for more time to meditate, but this wasn't what I had in mind. Goodbye, my friend. You're what all in the Dominion should aspire to be.
Farewell, Aurelian. Just about done with this quest. As soon as we're done with it, I gotta shut it off for the night.
It's done, isn't it? Aurelian is sealed inside with that monster. Forgive me. Uldor couldn't be allowed to roam free. Something had to be done, and you had the strength to see what I could not.
What will you do now?
I'll ensure the Morning Stone remains guarded at all times. I should make a full report so the Dominion understands the danger of Uldor's capabilities.
What about Aurelian?
No good comes from dwelling on the past. Aurelian lives, which means there's hope. He's a great man. A good man. I don't care how long it takes. I'll find a way to free him from that monster. Forgive me. You did so much to help a stranger. I won't forget. I can open a portal to the temple courtyard if you wish.
This one would appreciate that.
There you go. Hurry, it won't remain open for long.
Alright, but that is going to be it for tonight. For those of you who did tune in, I do hope you enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow night for the monthly build test stream, so I do hope to see you there. Follow me on Tumblr and Twitter at Hats and Dragons, and join our Discord for any updates to the stream schedule, some ship posting, memery, life things, all that lovely stuff. And subscribe to my YouTube channel for any Twitch VODs and highlights I happen to upload up there. But, as always, my name is Dragon, and bye-bye.